welcome once more to another video in our YouTube channel. So in this video I'm going to talk about PowerPoint, introduction to PowerPoint. So what you see here is basically a PowerPoint presentation that I set up, because using PowerPoint I actually do my YouTube videos using PowerPoint, but just that in this video I'm actually recording my screen so that you can see clearly what is happening, like how do I do my video using PowerPoint after doing my PowerPoint presentation. But basically in this video I'm just going to introduce PowerPoint to you guys, and then maybe we try to do this very thing that I have done in this slide. Okay, anyways, for those of you who are just joining this channel, I have a mathematics channel called Mathematics Academy for Africa. You can visit, you can just search on YouTube Mathematics Academy for Africa, and then you're going to see mathematics related stuffs, and it might benefit you as well as might benefit maybe your students or your friends. Okay, so anyways, don't mind what you see. This was just a video I did for that mathematics channel, so I'm basically displaying the slides to you so that we can maybe replicate one of the slides and do exactly what you see here. All right, PowerPoint. To do a very good PowerPoint presentation, you have to be very conciseful. It requires a lot of critical thinking and creativity. Okay, because in this PowerPoint presentation, maybe using PowerPoint to shoot your videos, you realize that everything has to be very detailed and presentable, because you are not using a chalk to be writing and people are seeing you. Okay, so you're just talking, you're just speaking, and maybe things are appearing and you are explaining. So if you are not really creative, if you're not really organized, the video at the end of the day, your explanation might be good, but the video will not be attractive. I believe what you see in front of you is very attractive, maybe or maybe not. That's why I try every day to improve on my presentations. Okay, anyways, like I said, we are going to replicate this slide, then I show you how you can record a slide that you record your video. Okay, so I'm going to go to a different PowerPoint. I'm just going to open a new PowerPoint presentation. Now in PowerPoint, it is not like Microsoft Word. If you check Microsoft Word, you can just write here, this Microsoft Word. Okay, you can just write like as it appears, you can just be writing. But in PowerPoint it is different, totally different. You cannot write on the slide, you must write inside a text box. So to begin, you go to insert, you click on text box, and then you draw a text box. You can now write inside the text box. You can move the text box from one position to another. You can reduce the size as well as you can increase the size as well. Okay, so maybe if I've written so many things, you see I could make it everything to be on one line by just increasing. You can now format the text, you can add the font size, the font name, and so on and so forth. Anyways, I believe you guys know a little bit of Microsoft Word, so you understand what I'm saying. All right, now the first thing is that let's check what is on this slide. The slide is black. In fact, this is actually I think in the design of this slide I chose this coloration. So let's go back to the original, to what you want to do. You come to design. Okay, then now you can choose this or you choose this. Anyways, let's see. Anyways, choose any of them. Yes, just choose any of them. So I've chosen this so it has changed my background color from white to black, as well as you can also allow the white. Okay, these are other ones that you could use. Okay, these are, I think this is the one I used the other time. These are other ones you could use. Just choose what you want and you use it, but you should not take something that is too colorful. Okay, you should not take something that is too colorful. You have to master how to match colors together. That's another thing that involves a lot of creativity. All right, so let's just take this one. If you take this one, anyways, you see what's happening. That's what's happening, you see now. So I think perfect. This is what I used. Okay, now when we come here, we look at here, we have a yellow line. Okay, and then we have some text under. So we are going to put that yellow line. You go to insert, you go to shapes, and then you take in fact I think I took that rectangle, and then you draw the rectangle. You see, you can increase, you can decrease, but you just draw it normally. And then if you right click, in fact once you draw it, you now see you can format it, the shape styles. Okay, you could maybe for the outline, it means, you see, if I'm doing the outline, something is changing. If I let me make it to be first of all big. If I'm doing the outline is a color that fills it, its periphery. Okay, you see, if I take red, you see what has happened. If I take white, you see what has happened. If I take green, you see what's happening now. But anyways, like we said, it is yellow, we take yellow. And then for the fill, it means, you see that normally the filling color is ash color. I think this is the ash color, but now since we need yellow, we click on yellow. Then we now decrease the size, and then we try to bring it down here. Okay, try to bring it down here. We increase the length as well. Okay, now yeah, so hit. Now let's go back to the original slide. You now have oscillatory motion, we have my telephone number, and we have my name presented by me. Okay, so those things are text boxes, so I need to come to insert. I need to, in fact, in home you can just take the text box from here. Okay, or in insert you come and take the text box. You click on the text box, you draw, you now type what you want, maybe oscillatory motion. Now from there you can also format, increase the size maybe to 20, maybe put it in bold, and you give it a yellow coloration. You bring it and you put it down here. Now you just copy the very text box, you copy and paste the very text box, and then you just format what is inside. So for the telephone, it is 675480065, you see. But I think on that slide it was in a white coloration. You now put a white coloration, you put it here. And then now finally, see, copy and paste, we put presented by you, presented by. Okay, now oh man, I cannot spell my name. You can now put, I think the coloration there was this. Yes, it was this. Perfect. You now take and you put here. You see how the slide is coming out. Okay, now let's go back to that slide and see. Okay, now you have a certain line here, you see. So we go back to what we are formatting. We take insert, we take shapes, we take the rectangle, and we draw it vertically. We draw it vertically. We draw it vertically, and then we also format it. We can just take this. Okay, so this one we have, I think it's too big. Yes, the space is okay. Now if we go back there again, in fact now you see these things are just basically for my organization. So my logo, everything is there already. So the logo of this and then this other one, I'm just going to copy and paste, right? I'm just going to copy and paste them there. And then so if you have something you can also put, or you can invent. Now you see oscillatory motion, and then so I go to insert, I go to shapes, I go to text box, I draw the text box, then I write oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion. Now I copy it, I give it a font name. The font name is Arial Black. Okay, then I increase the font size. This is what I have. Now after doing that, I need to now go to shapes. Then I take this shape, they call it rectangle with rounded corners. I click on it and then I draw. If I draw it here, you see how it is. Okay, but now if I bring it here, it's going to cover it's going to cover the oscillatory motion, because the filling color is ash. So when it's like this, I go to the fill and I take no fill. You see, it does not cover it again. When you take no fill, you can now adjust it. You adjust, you decrease the size as well as the width. Okay, now you can also give it a white coloration. Okay, as well as you can increase the thickness, that is the width. You see what's happening to it. I'm increasing. Okay, so we have this. Now I think what was down here was Mathematics Academy for Africa in the same Arial Black. So Mathematics Academy for Africa. Okay, so I need to decrease the font name. In fact, I think it's the font size. I need to decrease the font size. Anyways, let's decrease. And then now I don't need to redraw this text, this rectangle again. I can just copy and paste. Oh, sorry, I can just copy it and paste, and then I come and put it here, then I increase it to suit my liking. Okay, and then maybe I can even decrease. So that is it. Now the next thing is powered by. I think you see powered by. So like we said, it's still in a text box. We're still doing a text box, so I can just copy this and paste, and then I edit it because it is the same font name, powered by. I decrease the font size, think. Then now I drag it down and I place it here, and then I make those colorations. I can select the first three words, the first three letters, I give it this coloration. The next three I give it maybe red, okay, and then the by, I can give it maybe yellow. It all depends on me. Okay, now what next can we find here? We can find eStudy Universe and MAFA, which are standard things that are on the slide. We cannot recreate it again, so I just copy and paste in my new slide. Back here we have these things, okay, that's just to make the slide to be beautiful. And this, which is telling us the slide number, so I said, okay, this is slide 0. When I start my presentation, it's now slide 1. Okay, so let me see which object is that. We go to insert, we take insert shapes, we come, I think this is the object, we draw it like this, and then we rotate it about 90 degrees. We carry it and place here, we copy it and paste, then we put it down here again. Now I think there was a 0 here. Now what shape is that? I think it is this shape here. They call it the circle with a hollow. You just draw it and then you put 1. Now what is inside, you need to put it in area black, and then you increase. You can even decrease the width, and you decrease as well. No, it was 0, and you put that, you carry it and place it here. Okay, now what again is here? I think we are almost done. Okay, that's presented by me. So to do that, let's try to shift this one a little bit up so that we're going to have space to write that. Now here it is. But to do it, like I said, I'm just going to wipe everything, okay, and then I just write presented by me, and then I copy everything, and then I put italics. We know the italics means putting slanted, and the font name is Time New Romans. You carry it and drop here. Now we now have one last thing to complete, where we have this. Now this I remember what did I use. So we have 0775 for that matter. In fact, that shape there was this rectangle that was round was this one. I click on it, but I draw it vertically. I just draw it vertically. Now after drawing it vertically, the filling, you see that the filling color, I just need to come to shape fill. I think this was the filling color. You can write inside. So 0775. Oh, further mathematics. Now we can go down again. What's the next thing? What's the next thing there? The next thing is mechanics, and then you see a finger. I will show you how I place that. So I have mechanics. Now this finger is a symbol. You go to insert, we take symbol, we click on symbol. There are so many symbols here, so I can even take this, okay, or I can even change it. Maybe let me see, let me even put this other one. Perfect. Then I close. That is it there. And then I think it was in bold. And then we have the name oscillatory motion, and then presented by me. I'll just copy and paste, okay, because I believe you guys can do that. Okay, so basically that is it. So now we have just replicated that slide. Okay, we have just replicated that slide. Now after doing this, maybe if you want to, there's also what you call transition. Let me copy this very slide and paste so that there should be many of them. Then we try to adjust, we try to do transitions between slides. Transition, we have so many transitions. We have the morph transition, we have the fade transition, we have the push up. You see what's happening to the slide. It means when you want to move from one slide to another, which effects, like what are you going to see, or transitions to this slide, maybe split or reveal or cut. Okay, so you see that's kind of a welcome, but it's always good not to put the first slide in any transition. Okay, the first slide should always be in no transition. The second slide now, I think if we take dissolve, dissolve is not good. If you take checked, you see what's happening. Perfect, this one is nice. If you go to the next one, you can even take page curl, that is opening the page. If you go to the next, there are so many, you just need to choose a nice transition. You see the slides are exchanging. And if you go to this, I think there's one transition that I use which is very nice. Voila, this one is very nice. It comes. Okay, so if you want to play it, okay, we come to play because we need to play everything, start from the beginning. There's a shortcut for it. If you just press F5 on your keyboard. So when we start, you see the first slide, I have not animated anything, that's why you see everything here. In some slides I'm going to animate, when it appears you see nothing. When I click, the things start coming out. Anyways, if you want to go to the next slide, we click on the next. We see this was the transition to the next slide. We click to the next. This was the transition, this was the transition, and this was the last transition. And when you're done, you can now escape. Okay, so basically that is it. Now to round up the video, if you want to record your video, you just come to recording. In fact, I'm actually using Microsoft. This is PowerPoint 2021. Okay, but I think in 2016 and below, you need to come to slideshow. Okay, and you click record slide. Then you take record the current slide or from the beginning, depending on what you want to record. But even if I click on recording, I can still come to the same thing. Okay, because this recording has many things. You can either insert an audio, a video, you export your recording to a video or whatsoever. So if you're recording from a current slide, click on the recording. We have this. Okay, now in Microsoft there's a possibility of you seeing me, which I'm not going to make that to be possible. Don't mind. Let's go back to, so that's it. So anyways, like I said, this is Microsoft 2021. You can upgrade your version. Okay, you can upgrade your version. If you want to record, you just record, and then at the end of the day you export your recording to a video, and that is all. You upload the video back to YouTube. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video when we are going to actually do a proper video